Exploring the deepest chemosynthetic life in Hadal trenches. Thriving life in the darkest depths, unveiling the secrets of Hadal trenches, the deepest, most extreme ecosystem on Earth. Imagine a world where life thrives in the darkest, most extreme environments, defying the conventional boundaries of survival. Welcome to the Hadal trenches, the deepest points in the ocean, where an astonishing array of chemosynthetic life forms have been discovered. This groundbreaking finding challenges our understanding of the Earth's ecosystems and the limits of life. A remarkable example of adaptation. Chemosynthesis-based communities have been found in various extreme environments, but the Hadal trenches present a unique case. These organisms have adapted to survive in the harsh conditions of the deep sea, where sunlight is absent and pressure is crushing. The discovery of flourishing chemosynthetic life in these trenches expands our knowledge of the Earth's biodiversity and the intricate relationships between species. The Kuril-Kamchatka and Aleutian trenches, a geological wonderland. The Kuril-Kamchatka and Aleutian trenches, located in the Northwest Pacific, are characterized by their complex geology. The subduction of the Pacific Plate beneath the Okhotsk Plate and the Bering Sea Plate creates a unique environment, with the accumulation of organic matter and the formation of methane hydrates. This setting provides the perfect conditions for chemosynthetic life to thrive, unveiling the secrets of the Hadal Zone. The investigation of the Hadal Zone, conducted by the research vessel RV Kansuo Hao and the full ocean depth human-occupied vehicle Fendouzhe, has revealed a diverse array of chemosynthetic species. The discovery of frenulate siboglinids, vesicomyid clams, and other organisms has shed light on the complex relationships between species in this ecosystem. Implications for our understanding of the Earth's ecosystems. The discovery of chemosynthetic life in the Hadal trenches has significant implications for our understanding of the Earth's ecosystems. It highlights the importance of considering the Hadal Zone in global carbon models and the potential for these ecosystems to influence the broader oceanic environment. But here's where it gets controversial. The discovery of chemosynthetic life in the Hadal trenches challenges the traditional perspective on the energy sources sustaining Hadal fauna. Does this finding imply that chemosynthesis plays a more significant role in shaping the Hadal ecosystem than previously thought? The potential presence of methane hydrates in the Hadal trenches raises questions about the global inventory of methane gas hydrate resources. Could this discovery have significant implications for the energy sector and our understanding of the Earth's carbon cycle? And this is the part most people miss. The investigation of the Hadal Zone has also revealed the importance of considering the geological context in which these ecosystems exist. How do the unique geological features of the Kuril-Kamchatka and Aleutian trenches contribute to the formation of chemosynthetic communities? The discovery of chemosynthetic life in the Hadal trenches highlights the need for further research into the Earth's unknown ecosystems. What other secrets lie hidden in the deepest, most extreme environments on our planet? We want to hear from you. Do you think the discovery of chemosynthetic life in the Hadal trenches challenges our current understanding of the Earth's ecosystems? Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you think the potential presence of methane hydrates in the Hadal trenches could impact the energy sector and our understanding of the Earth's carbon cycle? Join the discussion. Scientists discover new deep-sea ecosystem 30,000 feet deep in Pacific Ocean. Imagine exploring one of the deepest, darkest places on Earth, more than 30,000 feet below the ocean surface, and stumbling upon a vibrant, thriving ecosystem unlike anything previously known. That's exactly what happened when scientist Fendouzhe and her team piloted a 3-person submersible down into one of the Pacific Ocean's deepest trenches. What she encountered was nothing short of astonishing. Towering clusters of blood-red tube worms reaching upward like skyscrapers, shiny snails clinging to them as if washing windows, and white, bristly creatures darting between, resembling busy commuters trying to get home. This discovery, made by an international group of researchers, reveals the deepest known ecosystem on the planet that relies entirely on chemicals seeping directly from the ocean floor. Unlike most life we know, which depends on sunlight, these organisms thrive in utter darkness, in water that is freezing cold and under immense pressure. This finding not only pushes the boundaries of where life can exist, but also challenges long-held assumptions about trench ecosystems. Dominic Papineau, an exobiologist and co-author of the study, published in the prestigious journal Nature, described it as a totally new thing that has not been seen before. The ecosystem was found in the Kuril-Kamchatka and Aleutian trenches, stretching between Russia and Alaska. And, as Lisa Levin, a respected biological oceanographer not involved with the project, explains, it significantly changes our understanding of life in the planet's oceanic trenches. Traditionally, scientists have focused on hydrothermal vents where superheated fluids support life. However, cold seeps, areas where gases like methane and hydrogen sulfide escape from the seafloor at near-freezing temperatures, are less studied but equally fascinating. These cold seeps often occur where tectonic plates collide, and they form the basis of life in these dark environments. To investigate these regions, the research team deployed China's manned submersible Fendouzhe to explore the Hadal zone, the ocean's deepest area, named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld. This mission took place in the Northwest Pacific last summer and showcased how new technology is enabling us to probe into realms once thought inaccessible. The timing is particularly crucial, since nations like China and the United States are exploring ways to mine seabed minerals, vital for modern technologies like electric vehicle batteries. This raises significant environmental concerns about disrupting deep-sea ecosystems. However, the trenches surveyed in this study are likely too deep for commercial mining, highlighting the importance of scientific exploration separate from industrial exploitation. Meng Randu, a geochemist leading the study at China's Institute of Deep-Sea Science and Engineering, emphasizes how little is known about trench bottoms. For many years, scientific expeditions lacked the technology needed to reach such depths safely. But now, with advanced submersibles, researchers have uncovered rich communities dominated by tube worms and mollusks, living in complete darkness over areas spanning more than 1,500 miles. Unlike most life on our planet that depends on sunlight-driven photosynthesis, these creatures rely on an alternative energy source. It was once believed that deep-sea trench animals mostly survive by scavenging dead material sinking from upper ocean layers. Now, scientists understand that these organisms depend on a complex system called chemosynthesis. Chemosynthesis involves microbes that consume organic material in the sediment and release methane as a byproduct. Tube worms and mollusks harbor symbiotic bacteria within their bodies that absorb this methane and hydrogen sulfide gas from the cold seeps, converting these chemicals into organic nutrients to feed their hosts, essentially forming a unique underwater food web. Papineau points out that although this might sound alien, humans also rely on microbial partners. Trillions of bacteria reside in our guts, aiding digestion. This microbial cooperation shows how life adapts uniquely to different environments. The team believes that many of the species they collected during the expedition are likely new to science, though they have yet to determine the exact numbers. This will be the focus of our next research papers, Papineau shared. Another mystery is how these animals withstand the extreme pressures more than 6 miles beneath the surface. Du speculates that they might possess specialized adaptations or unique metabolic pathways that protect them in this harsh environment. Perhaps the most surprising revelation comes from biologist Leslie Blankenship-Williams, who notes that the methane feeding these ecosystems doesn't originate from deep geological activity as previously thought, but rather from microbes living in the ocean sediment itself. This challenges earlier assumptions and opens new avenues in our understanding of ocean chemistry. Remarkably, life was observed on 19 out of 23 dives during a 40-day exploration, indicating that these nutrient-fueled ecosystems might be widespread across Earth's ocean trenches. This incredible adaptability of life in such extreme conditions also carries exciting implications for astrobiology. It boosts hopes that similar ecosystems could exist elsewhere in the solar system, such as on Europa, Jupiter's icy moon, which harbors a deep, salty ocean beneath its frozen crust. Papineau explains, considering Earth's long evolutionary history, from microbial life to complex animals, if extraterrestrial oceans have existed for billions of years, then perhaps comparable chemosynthetic ecosystems supporting animal-like organisms could be thriving there too. But here's where it gets controversial. As humanity looks to exploit the ocean's mineral riches, how do we balance advancing technology and economic interests with protecting these newly discovered fragile ecosystems? Are these deep trenches inviolable sanctuaries of unknown life or resources to be harvested? What do you think about this tension between exploration, exploitation, and preservation? Share your thoughts, and let's discuss the future of life at our ocean's final frontiers. Deep-sea discovery, vibrant worm fields, snowy microbial mats, found 30,000 feet down. Imagine a world at the bottom of the ocean that's bursting with life, despite freezing darkness, bone-crushing pressure, and a total lack of sunlight. Sounds impossible? It's real, and a groundbreaking dive has just revealed what's hiding in the abyss. Vibrant fields of marine worms, otherworldly mats of microbes, and dense gatherings of enormous clams. But here's where the story gets wild. The ecosystem discovered is flourishing in conditions most would call inhospitable. 30,000 feet beneath the Pacific Ocean's surface, deeper even than Mount Everest is tall. A cutting-edge submersible, led by Chinese researchers, descended to these extreme depths and recorded a spectacle few imagined possible. Picture spiky, neon-bright worms weaving around clusters of crimson tube worms, each one jutting from the ocean crust like blossoms in an alien garden. The researchers also found beds of clams stretching up to 9 inches long, nestled alongside billowing, snow-like microbial mats that created a shimmering blanket across the seabed. Talk about unexpected beauty. Here's the part most people miss. This is the first time scientists have witnessed chemosynthesis-powered communities at such extreme depths, according to Dr. Dominic Papineau, senior researcher at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Unlike most familiar organisms, which rely on sunlight for energy through photosynthesis, these deep dwellers survive thanks to microbes inside them that eat methane or hydrogen sulfide. Let's break it down. The Hadal trenches, those unimaginably deep gashes where one giant tectonic plate slips under another, span depths from 19,000 to 30,000 feet. The Kuril-Kamchatka Trench, stretching over 1,300 miles between Japan and Russia, and the Aleutian Trench near Alaska, became the stage for this international expedition. It's always been theorized that chemosynthetic ecosystems might be widespread in these deep zones, but concrete evidence has been as rare as a unicorn sighting. Most models suggested that the crushing stress, up to 98 megapascals, which trounces even an alligator's bite force, would make complex life nearly impossible in these trenches. Marine ecologist Corinne Schnabel, an expert not involved in the current study, but who has herself visited these depths, echoed the surprise many feel. You just don't expect such large, abundant life when there's so much pressure and so little light. She recalled her own dive in the Fendouzhe submersible, squeezed inside a tiny titanium sphere with a window smaller than a coffee cup saucer, and the shock of seeing the seabed teeming with bizarre, colorful creatures. So what does it matter if these sunlight-starved communities live their best lives in perpetual darkness? The findings call into question our current scientific assumptions. If these vibrant ecosystems are thriving at the edges of tectonic plates, could there be entire webs of life waiting to be discovered in other Hadal depths? Or even more provocatively, do we need to rewrite our understanding of the limits of life on Earth and maybe elsewhere? Here's your chance to weigh in. Do you think these discoveries force us to reconsider what's possible when it comes to life in extreme environments? Could the same chemosynthetic processes support life on other planets? Or are Earth's Hadal trenches just a cosmic anomaly? Drop your thoughts below. Let the debate begin.